Good evening, everyone. Welcome to closing comments for July 30th. Let's jump right into our charts and take a technical look at today's action. First up, we got our October live cattle on the board. We did see another nice day of gains here across the cattle market, both live and feeder prices moving higher today. We did see this market continue with this relief rally, as we have seen this market bouncing off some oversold levels. Last month or two here, we've seen nothing but downside, and so this market getting a bounce off the 217 level, posting some nice gains here so far this week, but just looking like a little bit of a relief rally inside a bigger picture downtrend. We still got plenty of resistance up here into the low 230s. Look for this market to try and run out of gas here in the next couple days. Sellers are going to try and slow this thing down before we head into the weekend. See this thing try and balance out here. Bulls, if they want a chance to take a swing higher into next week, they need to get a nice strong finish here back above 230 in this 50-day moving average. If we're able to see a nice strong weekly close back above there, the Bulls could see some strikes up here into the mid 230s, but it's going to be a tough climb out of here. Look for this resistance to step in here on Friday session as we go into the weekend. If these sellers are able to keep this thing capped from moving too much above 230, we should see some more resistance early next week, and see if they can try and take this thing for another swing lower. In the meantime, this relief rally is still in place, so look for this thing to continue to balance out here inside these moving averages. A strong weekly close back above this level will indicate some bullish strength in the next week, but so far we're just going to have to wait and see what Friday's action has in store for us. But in the meantime, we should see some more resistance, so continue to be patient here, and we should see some better opportunities to come. But so far for this week, we want to see how this market plays out and finishes up before we head into the weekend. Next up, September feeders on the board. This market seeing a little bit of a rally here as well. We are seeing these back months and these front months all starting to get back in step with each other. Pretty much $4 or $5 worth of gains here in this feeder market, all the way out into spring 27. So seeing this thing all try and get back in tune with each other. At the moment, these markets have been pretty beat down into some new yearly lows, with these back months seeing some relative weakness. But so far, this front month September contract is still trying to battle it out here around these range lows. Bulls need to get a nice strong push here into tomorrow's session. Get a Friday close back above our bull pivot here at 345.5 would give the Bulls a chance to stage a rally into next week. But we still got plenty of resistance overhead. Last couple times we've revisited the mid 340s here. The sellers have taken a swing lower, so be cautious here as we head into the weekend. Tomorrow's action is going to carry a lot of weight as we go into next week, so continue to be patient here. See if these bulls are able to make a real stand, and should give us some good information before we head into trading next week. We'll have to wait and see what tomorrow's action has in store for us, but we are seeing a nice battle play out so far this week here in this feeder market. At the moment, continue to be defensive. We're expecting a little bit of resistance here to close out the week, but if the bulls are able to stage a nice rally here, could give us some upside and some bullish potential in the next week. So stay tuned, and we should have some better opportunities waiting for us next week. Next up, December corn futures on the board. This market continuing to slip here today. This market seeing a brief test of yesterday's midline, but continuing to sell back down here below 470 into the close today. At the moment, this corn market remains to be very directionless. We continue to see big spikes both ways here. But this market's not really settling into any sort of nice trends. Even range-bound action isn't really what you can call this market at the moment. We've just seen some nasty swings both ways, taking out highs and lows all year long. Just pretty messy action, and we expect to see that action continue. Look for some more wide daily ranges and some choppy action here for this corn market as we head into the weekend. Next up, crude oil futures on the board. Today we did see this market balancing out here near the top end of yesterday's range. This market failing to get back above Sunday's opening price. We did see this breakdown over the Sunday night futures over the weekend. Sunday night opening here around 86.5. Still haven't been able to get any traction back here above 87.5, which is an important line here coming into the week. At the moment, as long as we remain trading below this level, the sellers are in control. So far here in the evening, we are undercutting today's low, and we should see these sellers try and continue to bleed this thing back down into the 70s. Looking like we just got a little bit overshot here on this spike above those averages. Had a little bit of some news-driven rallies there, but at the moment, looking like this market should continue to bleed back down into the 70s, get back to a price point this crude oil market's comfortable at. And next up, equity indexes all seeing some sharp rallies here. Nasdaq gaining about 3.5% on the day. The S&P giving back all of yesterday's losses. The Dow hanging in there, not quite getting back to yesterday's highs, but still holding on to these major averages. Continuing to see some choppy action, wide daily ranges, lots of volatility here. Still not a whole lot of clean charts in these underlying components. Nvidia hanging out down here near the lows. Apple pulling back, but seeing good support here today. We also had some earnings after the bell that's got them trading back down here towards 314 so far here in the evening session. We'll have to wait and see what kind of response we get tomorrow, but at the moment, this market's not really liking what it's hearing from Apple. Microsoft, nice gains here today, picking up a little over 15%, finishing the day up there at 450. That was a nice boost for this market. Big piece of the puzzle there, carrying a lot of weight today. Also, Amazon reporting earnings, seeing a little bit of a boost, trading up here towards about 257 here in the evening session at the moment, following those earnings. So nice gains from them as well. Google hanging out. Another big one, Facebook was the one that reported last night, seeing big losses here, about 8% on the day. Had a little bit of a buyback off of the open, but still big losses there. Still a lot of mixed bag here on these underlying components of these indexes. Not a great time to be putting all your money back into this thing, but we are seeing some mixed results. There are some good spots to keep money at work out there, but as far as these indexes go, we're going to continue to expect to see some more choppy action, see what kind of response we get tomorrow from those indexes, or those earnings reports, and see if we can take this thing back above these averages into the weekend and try and get this rally back underway. At the moment, though, this market's looking pretty choppy, and we are seeing some increased volatility, wider daily ranges here, so not a good time to be diving headfirst into this thing. We should see a little bit more volatility here to come, but today's rally was a good sign for the bulls that we didn't continue to follow through after yesterday's big loss. So at the moment, this market just continues to see some choppy action. We want to see some better basis and some better structure there for these indexes before we really commit to some long-term uptrends. So in the meantime, stay selective, be defensive, and put the money to work in the right spots. In the meantime, these indexes are going to continue to chop around. That's all we got for this week. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. We will be catching you over the weekend for a weekend market watch. Thank you and have a good night.